Hello everybody and welcome on into another live stream here on the Brit YouTube channel. It is nice and sunny today. I've had a very productive Saturday and I can't wait to spend the next couple of hours with you guys building the LEGO Star Wars Chewbacca set live. I've been told that there's some sort of Sidemen charity live stream that may mean that this video gets like no views. So if so, that's fine. I'm just going to chill here. I'm going to build, you know what, I might just unzip this a bit because it's boiling in here. I don't even have the heating on. It's actually a really sunny day, which is nice. Might have to even get the aircon on in here. But welcome on in, William Bricks, Legoland World, Steep Kilowatt, Brick Flare, Prod Goldie, and anybody else who we've got watching. Welcome. I built bags 1 through 3 of the Chewbacca set. You can see I've got the base there, and then right here I've got the leg. So I built those, and this week I'm hoping to make some pretty good progress. Hopefully get bags 4 through 6 done this week. So let's see how well that goes. And it's International Women's Day. I don't know whether we have any women watching at all, but it's International Women's Day, and I thought I'd take the time at the very start of my live stream to say I'm feeling very thankful for the amazing women in my life, especially my mum, my sister, and my grandma, 3 generations of women in my family who continue to inspire me every day, so shout out to them. Right then, now, I know I've focused a lot on like musical theatre and LEGO content recently, and that's really good stuff. However, my passion, of course, is still for Star Wars, one of my passions at least, and I would love to discuss with everybody what we thought of the Andor trailer. Now, they did drop the first Andor trailer, I think it was, 2 weeks ago, and then they've released the... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn the aircon on. I'm actually going to... It's happening, guys. The aircon is going on. Where is it? Right, the aircon's going on. It has happened, guys. I know, it's a momentous occasion. Now, I might just be absolutely freezing in a few minutes' time and have to turn it off. But the aircon is now, the aircon's on, which means I should be less boiling in my jumper. So, yes, what do we think of the Andor trailer? You'll have to forgive if it makes some whirring noise in the background. But, yeah, they released an actual Andor trailer and then an Andor teaser, which did include some new footage, but also... I think for the most part it was like interviews. No, actually probably most of it was new footage and then little interviews with the actors and creatives dotted in around it. So I'd love to know what you guys are thinking of the show, and yeah, it's really exciting. I mentioned this last time and I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I think it is amazing that they are releasing 3 episodes at a time, because last time Andor came out I watched 1 episode every week for however many weeks it was. I think it was 12 weeks. And it just went on, and it was very slow, and I wasn't a fan. I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't a fan of Andor the first time. Long-time viewers of the channel would know that, and I really struggled with it. I struggled to stay interested in the story, but I said at the time, if they released 3 episodes at a time, because there are 3 episode arcs in that series, so 12 episodes, you've got 4 3-episode mini-stories and 1 overarching story, and I just said if they released those 3 at the same time, it would be so much better. And now what we've got is them releasing 3 episodes at a time for Andor season 2. So excited. Basically a Star Wars movie every week. We're going to get essentially a trilogy of a quartology. Did I make that word up? I don't know, but 4 Star Wars films essentially leading up to Rogue One, which is of course where Andor season 2 is going to finish. And then for the real Andor/Rogue One fans, you can then go back to the start of Andor Season 1 and then watch the whole thing up through Rogue One, which would probably take you like a week if you wanted to do it back to back. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Andor? Yes, and there has been some discussions over a LEGO U-Wing set that may or may not be coming out. Of course, it's a leak, it's a rumor, so take it with a pinch of salt. But I generally steer clear of discussing LEGO leaks just because my long-term ambition is to get into the LEGO Ambassador Network, and I know they're very strict about what you can or can't say. Now, I technically am not in the LEGO Ambassador Network, so I can talk about it. Like, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the image, but I don't want to talk too much about it just in case I do get in one day and they go, on the 8th of March, you mentioned that thing, so we won't talk much about that. Steep Kilowatt says, this looks good. Yeah, that's my thoughts as well. Any particular storylines or characters you're really looking forward to seeing? And I totally forgot to mention, please do drop a like, guys. And if you're not watching, then there's not much I can do for you. But if you are watching and you're not subscribed, is what I was going to say. Please make sure you subscribe. And I've got a little donation goal up here. That would really help to put towards the channel to fund future live streams and future content. Essentially, this channel is fan-funded, and I'm pretty much reliant on you guys to continue making content. So if you would like to donate with the link in the description, it's very simple and quick, and it would really mean a lot. But of course, only if you're able to. I'm aware we're probably going to have quite a quiet live stream. It's Saturday, the sun is shining, and the Sidemen are on live or whatever. But yeah. So even if we've got like four people watching today, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna enjoy it. Because I do this ultimately for myself. Like I love this. So let's get on with the build now. Hopefully the build cam is still looking good. Yeah, there we go. For those of you who are watching for the first time, if there is anyone watching for the first time, I am in my student accommodation. I'm not actually at my home. So that's why I'm kind of working with quite a small setup here. But I can do what I can. So, I didn't like Season 1, but it's great that they're doing 3 episodes a week. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that, Steep. I'm most intrigued on the arc that appears to be the Gorman Massacre. What's the Gorman Massacre? Oh, what an upgrade on Season 1. The shots look... I know, right? They do look incredible. Like, the quality is the thing that stood out to me. Like, it just looks incredible. Really, really good. I don't know what the Gorman Massacre is, so you're going to have to expand a little bit. Like, I consider myself to be a pretty big Star Wars fan, but I don't recognize that term, I'm afraid. So you'll have to enlighten me. It was what led Mon Mothma to start the rebellion. Ooh, really? Where do we hear? Have we heard about that in Star Wars before? I can feel the aircon on my feet, which isn't very helpful. So my feet are nice and cool. My chest is still quite warm. So it'd be nice if it moved up slightly, but never mind. And the Lego U-wing, oh yeah, sorry, I mentioned that already. Basically, it's where the Empire massacred a load of peaceful protesters on Gorman. Really? Wow. When did we hear that? Was that... Because I know Mon Mothma's been in a bunch of stuff, including Andor Season 1, of course, but she was in Rogue One, I believe, and definitely in A New... No. Yes, A New Hope. She wasn't in New Hope, right? No, or was it Return of the Jedi? I honestly don't know when she first appeared. I think it was Return of the Jedi. And, yeah. And Star Wars Rebels. That's a lot of brown pieces. It is a lot of brown pieces. Yeah, this is a very brown set, but considering I'm building Chewbacca, it makes a lot of sense. Welcome, and as well, the Brits. Lovely to have you here on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. Return of the Jedi. Okay, right, I got there in the end. I wasn't wrong. I thought A New Hope, and then I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't her in A New Hope, because she's the one who says, many Bothans died to give us this information about Emperor Palpatine being on the Death Star 2. Attack of the Clones? I don't think she was in Attack of the Clones. Maybe I totally missed that cameo, but I don't think she would have been born. No. Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma was a senator, wasn't she? No, she might have been in Attack of the Clones. Sorry, I'm... Revenge of the Sith. I think it's Revenge of the Sith you're talking about, because she was a senator, so she would be alive, but I want to say it's Revenge of the Sith. I don't fully believe it was Attack of the Clones. Yeah, because she was meeting with Padme and Bail Organa and all that, so I think it was Revenge of the Sith. But there were quite a few scenes that were cut. It's interesting watching, actually, if you get the chance to watch those scenes that have been cut with Mon Mothma, I can't get my words out, with Mon Mothma in them. Kind of delves into the politics of Star Wars. I mean, I love politics, and maybe that's why I enjoyed Episode 3 so much, because there is so much politics in it, as well as amazingly cool action scenes. But I would, yeah, I would watch those if you have the time. I believe it was Revenge... Yeah, I think it's Revenge of the Sith that she was in. I don't think she was in it very much, though. Bail Organa was certainly a larger senator character. There is a deleted scene with her, with Padme. I don't know whether the two of them were actually together in the film, the actual film that released, but there's definitely a deleted scene of that. And you can actually find the deleted scenes on Disney Plus, I think. If you go to the film, then you put extras, I'm pretty sure it's quite easy to just click there and then find deleted scenes. And I think one day, maybe in lockdown, I just sat and watched all the deleted scenes. It made some really interesting watching, especially watching Shak Ti get killed multiple different ways. George Lucas really couldn't make his mind up what he wanted to do with her, could he? But, well, I can't remember what was the canon one in the end, the canon death. I think it was on the... Was it on the Malevolence? I'm trying to remember now. She was in Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, Rebels, Rogue One... Oh, I've got my mug here. Rogue One, Andor and Ahsoka. Yeah, of course she was in Ahsoka, yeah. Deleted scenes are fun to watch. You Googled it. Yeah, thank you so much for enlightening us, Steep Kilowatt. Now, when we started the live stream, we were at 10 likes. Now, as I said, I'm not expecting it to be a particularly busy live streaming day, but if you guys would like to hit the like button, that would be really appreciated. And keep sharing your thoughts on what you think of Andor Season 2. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen it yet, but just your initial thoughts of what you think of Andor Season 2. The trailer, specifically. I'm really excited for it. And that is from someone who wasn't particularly thrilled with Andor when it came out in the first place, so I'd say that's pretty high praise from me. Okay. The downside to having so many brown parts is, of course, that it's really difficult to tell the difference. You're just putting brown parts on brown parts. Now, thankfully, I can show you, actually. They do highlight in yellow. You can see there, highlighting the new parts. So, thankfully, it's not totally impossible to work out, but even still, it's quite difficult when you're just putting brown pieces on brown pieces, trying to work out which ones you have or haven't put down, then you end up putting them in the wrong place. So I'm sure there'll be a bit of that during today's live stream. TIE Avenger looks amazing. Yeah. I mean, I really can't tell the difference between the TIE Avenger, which is this thing that Cassian is in the trailer, and the TIE Interceptor. Maybe somebody can educate me. Again, I feel really out of Star Wars, which is not true, because I still watch loads of Star Wars. I just haven't watched Andor in a while. I did do a massive Star Wars rewatch, though, as long-time viewers of the channel will know, with my granddad, and we watched every single Star Wars project, live-action one, in chronological order, which was such a fun thing to do with him. Very glad that we got to share that experience together, and it was a lot of fun. That's helpful for a ton of brown pieces. I know, right? And this set is technically retired, but you can still find it on sale. They really struggled to sell this set. I think, yes, partly because it's just kind of a big brown blob, but also the Chewbacca itself doesn't particularly look great on the box. Now, whether that means it doesn't particularly look great in person is another thing, but I know when my initial reaction when I saw the Chewie when it was revealed was, oh my word, that looks cursed. Especially the eyes, but we'll see. We'll see when I actually get around to building it. See, look, I very nearly put that piece in the wrong place because I couldn't tell the difference between this one and the other one. The TIE Avenger's wings are a bit longer, and the cockpit is a bit bigger. Okay, well, thank you for telling me. But yeah, that would look cool. Definitely a TIE Avenger in Lego would be cool. They've done quite a few TIE fighters. They've got the TIE Bomber, the TIE Interceptor, and the TIE Fighter all on shelves at the same time at the moment. I think, yeah. And technically the TIE Wing, if you count that, the X-Wing TIE Fighter combo from Rebuild the Galaxy, which is supposedly getting a part 2. I assumed as much because the last one actually ended with the Landalorian. What Lando Calrissian would look like crossed with the Mandalorian. So I assume that's a thing that we're going to see more of. And there was talk of new Lego sets based off Rebuild the Galaxy. I still need to get my hands on the TIE Fighter X-Wing mashup set. That is on my bucket list of sets I'd like to buy. It's just a little out of my budget at the moment. So I suppose if you do want to see Rebuild the Galaxy live stream, please do consider donating, and that can go towards a new live series. At the moment, I'm looking at saving for May the 4th, because I'm well aware that that's going to catch up with us in no time, and suddenly it's going to be there. Ooh, look, that angle comes together very nicely. Jedi Brick says, have you seen the Bag End Lord of the Rings reveal? I did. It's the Shire, isn't it? Is Bag End the name of the... Is it actually the name of the thing? The building. But yeah, no, it looked really cool. Have I seen... Sorry, I've just read that comment twice. I'm going crazy. You look like Eddie Carr from The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Okay. Let's have a look. Eddie... If you don't know who he is, look him up. Eddie Carr. This better be flattering. Otherwise, you're getting timed out. I'm joking. I wouldn't time you out. Okay, right. Well, this isn't particularly... I don't see the resemblance, I'm afraid. Maybe this is him as an old man. Maybe there's a younger, more attractive guy version of him. But I don't think... I can't see the resemblance there, I'm afraid. But... yeah, no, they all seem to be this slightly overweight, bald guy, which I don't see the resemblance. Maybe everyone else can, but I can't. So, that's unfortunate. I was really expecting some sort of like supermodel-esque guy, and I was like, yeah, no. Unfortunately, it was a balding middle-aged man. Well, I say balding. There's not much hair of him left in that picture that we just saw. Hey, Bloxbricks! Thank you so much for the £20 donation. That's amazing. Thank you so much, man. It's put May the 4th be with you. Well, that's what it's going to go towards. It's going to go towards May the 4th. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity. Thank you so much, Ed. Really grateful. And yeah, that is going to go straight in my May the 4th piggy bank. And fingers crossed, because I've heard we're getting some really good stuff for May the 4th. So thank you so much, Ed. Really appreciate your generosity and kindness. So big shout out to you. When you're old, you will look like that. Yeah, well, that's not very nice, is it? Yeah, thank you so much. That's just blown our donation goal out of the water, which is incredible. So thank you so much, Bloxbricks. Very much appreciated. Of course, if people do donate with a link in the description, it will just add up and say like 101%, 102% or whatever. But thank you so much, Bloxbricks. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Good to see you, Judah. Yeah, lovely to see you here as well. And I've been trying to get a hold of you for a live stream for a couple of weeks now, so hopefully we'll be able to do it next week. Sorry for waking you up this morning. I called Ed because I was like, I need to know if he's going to be there doing my live stream. I need to schedule it already, and it said Ed wasn't available, but then I realized that was probably Ed waking up and pressing the decline button on the call. And I was like, oh dear, have I woken him up? So, because I just remembered time zones exist. So Ed can enlighten us in the chat whether that was actually what happened. But yeah, hopefully we can get a live stream going next week. That'd be good. What do I think of the new Andor set leak? I briefly touched on this. I generally don't talk too much about leaks. Looks good. Will buy, depending on price. That's my thoughts. Actually, you look like Mr. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna look up anyone else that you think I look like after how unflattering the last one was. Lol, it was not my usual ring. Freaked me out. Oh no, you're like, oh my word, what's happened? What's happened? Oh, it's Judah. Oh, sorry. Oh dear, and I probably woke poor Cynthia. She's like, who was it? It was Judah. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. Hey, Forest Elf, welcome on into the live stream. How you doing? You're not watching the thingy that you mentioned, the Sidemen thing? But I'm just not competing. Like, I don't care how many people tune in at this point. It can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 50. 50 would be nice, but I'm just here getting on with the build. Oh, my Funko Pop fell over. Look, Michael Scott from The Office. Love The Office. Really good series. I like to watch The Office, just... but I really enjoyed watching it all from beginning to end. I know some people like to see it as just sort of a series that you put on, but actually, I loved watching it from start to finish. Charity match ended. Oh, well, there you go. You're here then. Excellent. Excellent. I did push the live stream back 15 minutes, so I was slightly busy beforehand, but yeah. We're good to go now. Just the same guy, but he has hair. Yeah, well, Not sure that guy. I don't know who he is. I'm sure he's an incredibly talented and successful actor to be in Jurassic World, but unfortunately, I don't think I see the resemblance. No, I'm serious. Okay. Yeah, you actually do, right. Well, you're gonna have to dig yourself out this hole. You have to bring up someone like, I don't know, Justin Bieber or something, and then I'll be like, yeah, you know what? Let's make him a moderator. No, I'm joking. You can't flatter your way to being a moderator. I don't run a system where you can compliment me and then get given jobs like the president. Sorry, that just slipped out. Anyway, out of town today, so hopefully I can join next week. And yes, Cynthia was like, who the heck is calling you? Sorry. Sorry. Out of town today, so yeah, good. That's fine. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Enjoy. Google him. What? Mike Pence is not the president. Unless you're saying I look like Mike Pence. Judy, you look like this famous YouTuber called the Brit. I would not describe myself as famous. Absolutely not. Sometimes when I show people my YouTube channel, they're like, oh my word, you have so many subscribers. And I'm like, yeah, I do. But that's just a culmination of 5 years of, well, nearly 5 years of work. So, yeah. And we got 8 subscribers tuning into, well, that's assuming all of you are subscribed. If you're not, then shame on you. But anyway, apologies. Ed, please extend my apologies to Cynthia for ruining her beauty sleep. Not that she needs it. She's a very good-looking woman. I don't know why I don't know why I felt the need to add that in there. Now she's actually your wife, so I'll turn the face cam off now. We'll go back to the build. Oh, that was funny. Sometimes when I'm on my live streams on my own, I end up saying more crazy things because I'm just trying to fill the space. Sometimes when I've got Ed or another guest or whatever, I can sit back and relax. I will sub now. What? Gamer29, you're joking. You've been subbed for a long time, I know it. Hey, the Manx Bricks. Hello, Judah. How's things going? Going really well, thank you. Had a really productive day today. Got up, I cooked some pancakes because it was pancake day on Tuesday, and I made an absolute mess of the first couple of pancakes that I made, and then I made some really good ones. And today I decided I was going to make some more good ones. So pancakes for breakfast, which is always a great start. Got on with, what else did I do? Oh, I designed a thumbnail. I've got a little side business going, which is where I design some thumbnails for Lego content creators. So if there's any Lego content creators watching that would like me to design a thumbnail for you, then just you have only to ask. And yeah, I did that. And well, what else have I done? What else? I sat and watched a bit of the series This Is Us, which is a great series. Got on with some work and scheduled the stream. Yeah, it's been a nice, really good Saturday. Thank you for asking. I would like a thumbnail. Forgot to ask, lol. Oh, well, just message me and I can see if I can do it after the live stream. We'll have to see. But, yeah, potentially I could do it. If not today, then tomorrow. But drop me a message and tell me what you'd like. And we can do that. I don't know why I say we. I can do that. Okay, I haven't got someone, pulling the strings in the background. Lol, it's cool. She's good looking. Thanks for the compliment. No worries. She does a lot of sleeping these days. Baby drains her energy, so she matches. Oh, I forgot about the baby. That's so bad. That's so bad as well. I woke up a pregnant woman. How's your day? Well, I woke up a pregnant woman who lives on the other side of the planet. Thank you so much for asking. That's my day. Yeah. Oh, how many months is the baby now? How many months has the bun been in the oven as such? I think... Did you say due in June? I think it was June, you said to me. Cynthia's pregnant? Says, oh, this is old news. This is old news, Brick Flair. You need to get with the times. Yes. Cynthia is pregnant. That makes me just lol. Yeah, I love that Brick Flair's just discovering this. No, this was something that Ed just randomly, casually dropped on a live stream the other week. He was like, yeah, and the baby's doing well. I was like, what? Gosh, I've missed a chapter. Yeah, I know. You've missed a big chapter. But, yeah. Exciting stuff. Exciting. Starting a family. Lord Imp, thank you so much, man. Has just put in a £10 donation. That's really brilliant. Says, sorry I had to miss yet another stream. Keep up the great work, though. So thank you so much, man. That's amazing. Really, really appreciate you smashing that donation goal out of the park today, which is brilliant because funds on the channel haven't really been great recently. So thank you so much. Lord Imp, £10 donation. Big shout out to you. And thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Thank you. We're having a boy in June. Yes. Exciting. It was June. The baby boy. Baby boy. I'm not going to ask you about baby names here. Because I imagine the discussions are taking place, but I don't know. I have a feeling that Cynthia would be quite particular over the baby name that she wants, and you might have to do some negotiating. I don't know. That's just my impression. I wonder if Cynthia's watching and she's like, yep, damn right. Ethan Frowen, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, thank you so much, Lord Imp. Very generous donation. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, back to the build. Making really good progress of bag 4 of the Chewbacca. Sorry. My Chewbacca impression is a work in progress. My Trump impression, however, is a great thing. I had to do that in class the other day. We had to do a project, and it was a project on a particular event, and my group were assigned January 6th in America, 2021, I think it was. And we didn't have to recreate it. That would be quite a task, but we just had to create some theatre. And you can guess who I played. I was the greatest. So, yeah. It was good. I have to do this. Donald, is that you? Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm actually... Elon's handling everything at the moment. So, Donald's here with me. Fraser, welcome. I'm back. Good to see you. Good to see you. Judah, you know her too well. She cracked up, right? See, there we go. See, I know her so well that even though she's on the other side of the planet and you're listening to my live stream, I correctly predicted her reaction without even hearing her voice or seeing her face. That is quite impressive. Give myself a pat on the back for that one. Well, I hope you guys have a lovely day. I don't know how much of the stream you'll be able to stay for, but have a lovely day doing whatever you're doing. Okay. Right. That's funny. That's good. Yeah, I know them very well. After... How many years have I known Ed and Cynthia? That's a good question. I'm trying to think. 4? 3? 3 or 4? I think it's 3 or 4. Yeah. So exciting. Yes, Miss Cup Live. What building? I'm trying to work out what that means. I don't know about the yes, Miss Cup. I mean, I have a cup of tea. Maybe that's what you're talking about, which I probably need to drink before it goes completely cold. And what am I building? I'm building. Can you guess? It's a black bear. Black bear, brown bear. So right. Here, there we go. Chewbacca. Building. I mean, he does kind of look like a version of like a Yeti, a brown Yeti. Yeah. Which is why I think they struggled to sell this set, because it just didn't look very much like Chewbacca. However, that's not to say that I'm going to conclude it's a bad set. I will certainly give my own opinions and everything when it's done. So, back to this. Sorry I missed a couple of live streams. No worries at all, the Manx Bricks. Good to have you here. Right then, where are we? We're here, and let's do that. Excellent. How's everyone doing? I'm doing really well, Ethan. How are you? Oh, that's unusual. See, the problem, as I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again, it's really difficult keeping track of where parts are meant to go, because I don't know. They're all brown, so I can't really tell the difference. Wait, no, well, the Lego piece, oh my gosh. The Lego pieces, right, my cancellation is due, isn't it? Oh well. It was a nice one. The Brit YouTube channel, 2020 to 2025. And now I'll be cancelled, but hey, it was a fun ride. Anyway, it is pretty hard to tell these parts apart. When you get 1 million subs, play button, make a video on it. I don't know if I'll ever get that far, but if I do, I would certainly make a video on it. That would be great content, I'm sure. All right. Jude just I was talking about the... Oh, for goodness sake, the Lego bricks, you silly... This is not going well. Yeah. Oh dear, I'll check my Instagram feed tomorrow and just be like, we do not align ourselves with the comments made by the Brit. I'm like, I can't help that, I'm afraid. Well, not I can't. Oh, okay. Right. Where are these parts supposed to go? Because I got a feeling. I got this feeling. I think it's. Let's just carry on. Almost at the end of bag 4. I've just got a couple of remaining parts. But I think they're probably going to go there. Let me just check. Let me check. Okay. Oh, that one there. Just got to make sure. Aha. There. No. What? With what? That's it. Oh yeah, that goes there. And that goes there. And I'm assuming this one is a spare part. And does that mean we can connect his leg? Hooray! Let's do it. Now, which way around does it go? This is the front. So, like that. Yes. Let's attach that. Nice. There we go. Excellent. Strong leg. Lego needs to make a Lego for fun builds like Chewbacca. What? Lego fur. Oh, that would be quite like a cape. But yeah. Right. Chewbacca's first leg is on. Time to build his second one. Is it the second one? Well, I don't know how many other legs he has. Brit's Bricks. Hello on that one. This is it. I'm losing all sense of yeah, all sense of seriousness today. Hey, Brit's Bricks, welcome. Have you heard about what YouTube's doing soon with ads on vids? No? I mean, I make barely anything from ads on vids, but they better not be getting rid of them, otherwise that's literally my channel finished. Like, that couple of pounds every month, that's it. It's gone. Okay, right, bag 5. Is he retired? Is who retired? Me? I know I look old, as someone had said that I look like someone, but no, I'm not retired. Unless you talk about, I assume you talk about someone else. Can't be me. Well, obviously not me. Right, bag 5. Okay. Here we go. Right. Oh, is Chewbacca... Oh, it was because you said, is he? And I was like, he? Who? Which he? Yes, Chewbacca is retired. However, it's quite easy to still get Chewie at or below retail price because they really struggled to sell this set. I got it for a pretty hefty discount at the Lego store itself. I was actually at Blue Water Shopping Centre and in... Where was it? What was the name? John Lewis. They had a big John Lewis shop, and which is kind of like a department store. And they had the Lego Chewbaccas still in stock, and that was in February. So they're really struggling to sell those guys, and they weren't even for discount. I don't know why, but they're meant to be retired. They actually also had the Shin Hati E-Wing Starfighter set, which is quite cool because that's a retired set too. Got to go and look after 3 toddlers. Wish me luck. Have a good... Well, you're gonna need more than luck, but good luck. Thank you so much for tuning in and for moderating Brick Flare. Have a great day. Lego Timmy, what's up? What's up? Okay, right, bag 5. So, we're half an hour through the live stream. Thank you so much to everybody who's been here so far. Please do continue to like it up. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. If you'd like to support the channel, please do consider donating. Although, that said, I mean, we have really smashed that with donations from Blocks Bricks and Lord Imp Dimp. But, of course, if you'd like to add to that and support my May the 4th haul, please do consider using the link in the description to donate any amount. Alright, then. Here we go. Timmy! Hello. Right. Plastic bags, not paper bags. It's pretty much a coin toss at this time, whether you get plastic or paper bags. But in this set, it was plastic. Then again, I have actually had this sealed for quite a long time. I bought it in the Lego store, like, halfway through 2024. So I've had this sealed for at least 6 months before I decided to build it. They're making YouTube have to add automatically, and you can't do it manually. If the automatic thing can't be a good place, that won't interrupt the video. You won't be able to have ads in that. Really? Well, that means that people with really, like, high-paced content... I mean, I should be fine, because there are plenty of pauses in my videos where I'm like, this would be great. Next up is, you know, they can go, yep, there, ads. But I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know. Okay, right. Working on Chewie's next leg, and I think... Yeah, I want to say that this bag and the next one should complete the leg, so... Hopefully, if I get the 3 bags done that I wanted to this live stream, we should be good. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Yes, like it up. Otherwise, Ed will snap some fingers. That's a reference, by the way, to when I did live streams with Ed, and he used to say, I'm going to snap fingers if we don't hit the like count. At this point, I think Ed would have snapped everyone's fingers off, and we wouldn't have anyone to like it. So, yeah, it's not a very good strategy anymore. But we might have to bring it back if we don't get the likes. Lego Boys, hello. And when next Lego Star Wars set is April or May? Well, actually, it's the 8th of March, and 8 days ago was the 1st of March, quick maths, and Lego actually released a Lego Star Wars set, which lots of people really haven't talked about since it's released, which was the 8080 pilot helmet. Kind of random that they just dropped it on its own. I would have thought they would have just either pushed it to the May the 4th or done it on January 1st. It's just kind of weird that they would just drop it. I know Brit's Bricks has actually got it, so, yeah, Brit's Bricks. I bet you're excited to build the 8080 pilot helmet. I'm really excited to get that. I own all of them aside from the Stormtrooper and TIE Pilot. Genuinely, it's going to take a miracle for me to get my hands on those. So, who knows if I'll ever get my hands on those, because I definitely don't have the money that they're going for to spend. But, yeah, I own all the helmets aside from those, so definitely very excited to build that when I'm able to get it. I just didn't want to buy it for the retail price, because I reckon it will go on a probably 20% discount. And that's the thing. I mean, we can have a chat about this now, actually. What do we think about Lego's prices? Now, I don't want surface level responses like, it's overpriced, Lego's so overpriced. I want an actual, like, I want some intellectual responses about where Lego actually goes from here. Because there's a general consensus, right, that Lego is a bit too expensive. Some sets are fairly priced. My unpopular opinion in January was that the Arc 170 was fairly priced. Everyone's saying, oh, the Arc 170 is overpriced. I thought it was fairly priced. Like, I got it. I understood it. I didn't buy it, actually, for retail price. I actually managed to get it for, like, 40% off, which was insane. That's another story. But, anyway, what do we think? Do we think Lego is literally just doomed to high prices and they're going to keep raising them? Do we think they'll actually end up lowering prices? Because I feel like so many people in the Lego community now have just given up buying on day one. Like that day one buzz, I remember day one, you know, even like a year ago, you'd see everyone posting on their Instagram story, this is what I got, this is what I got, this is what I got, orders in, orders in. And now it's like, yeah, well, it's out and cool. I'll buy it in a few months when it goes on sale for 10, 20% off, and Black Friday comes around 30, 40% off, perhaps. And if you know where to look, which I've gotten very good at over the years, I buy Lego sets well below retail price when I do buy them. Like I bought the Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, which I'm yet to build. That's at my actual home with my family, so I do want to get that next time I go home. I got that for £30, which is great. It's £45 in the Lego shop. The Arc 170 I think I got for £35, and that's £60, maybe 65. You know, £60. But you get the point, right? So many people, including myself, are waiting to buy Lego sets on sale because we think that they're too expensive at release. What's going to happen with Lego's prices? Are Lego going to look at this and just go, we have to keep raising them because we need to continue the profit margins? Or are they going to take a hit and say, actually, we're going to have to lower the prices? Are they going to stay the same? Are they just going to do shrinking, which is what we've seen with some of the Lego Star Wars sets, getting smaller? A bit like that leaked U-Wing that we were briefly talking about earlier, but especially the Arc 170. It's £70. I thought it was $70. 60, maybe £65. I'm not on it with Lego pricing at the moment, but it's an interesting discussion to have as to where they go with it in the future. So, Lego is overpriced because of other stores that will put it on sale. That's a fairly good diagnosis, but what's the solution? What if you were... I'll rephrase the question for you, Gamer29. If you were in Lego HQ and you looked at the new figures and you can see that less people are buying sets on day one, what do? Do you create more promos? Do you lower the prices? Do you stop other stores from putting them on discount? What do you do? What can you do at this point? It's a bit expensive to buy now. Yeah, but then that's only part one of the question, and that's a given. Lol, I forgot about the Lego Star Wars set out this month. I know, right? A lot of people haven't been talking about it, and maybe by May the 4th we'll be able to get it for a nice discount. I believe Lego's getting a bit weird with a lot of sets. Marvel is dead. Well, I saw loads of Lego Marvel fans really annoyed about that $100 set that was just kind of like a base plate with loads of minifigures. Now, I reckon if it was Lego Star Wars fans and they were all exclusive minifigures, we'd love it. But I understand the frustration because I think all the minifigures were available in other sets anyway. It just seemed like a weird set and overpriced. I built the new Ahsoka ship first Lego set to have paper bags. Cool. Where are you based, out of interest, the Manx Bricks? Because in the UK it's quite easy to get your hands on paper bags, but in the US, Bloxbricks literally has never seen a paper bag in a Lego set. Speaking of Bloxbricks, he says, as long as it's tied to the market, their priority is profits. So yes, Lego will continue to raise prices. Just hope they don't do what Elon is doing and go fire everyone to save a few bucks. I don't think Lego will do that. I think Lego generally a fairly ethical company. I don't think they're going to sort of take the knee to bend the knee, to you know, Trump and all that. You know, let's get rid of DEI and let's fire a bunch of people, which is a bunch of companies are doing. But because I do think Lego has generally been on the better side of history in terms of things like the environment and campaigns and things like that. So, but who knows? Who knows? I don't think they will continue raising prices. I don't think it's sustainable for them because I think they've reached there's a cap, right? You can raise prices up to a point where people just go, I'm not going to pay it anymore. And I feel like we've just passed that. And I don't think, you know, often people imagine moments like this coming of, everyone, we're going to boycott. But I think it's just quietly happened. My personal opinion is that it's quietly happened. It's happened over the last 6 months with Lego fans just saying, I'm just going to wait for it to go on sale now. And who knows? It will be... Lego has reported rising profits year on year on year on year for many, many years now. So it will be brought to the public's attention when, here's a prediction, Lego perhaps doesn't make the profits that they want to, and then they have to go, right, how are we going to fix it? Who knows? Maybe that will never come true, because I'm not in Lego's finance department, I don't know. But what would you do? I mean, I think a great strategy would be to do some more promo sets and make them available with, you know, more stuff. Like, that's a way you could do it. Probably cheaper than lowering prices, because promos are fairly cheap for Lego to create. But you'd have to make good promos and interesting promos. You could do double VIP a lot of the time, but then is that even that going to be enough to sway people who aren't thinking about a huge purchase? But let's remember that a lot of Lego's profit also comes from people that aren't necessarily diehard Lego fans. They just buy a Lego set for their kids. And those people, I suppose, aren't going to notice price increases in the same way that someone like myself, who's been collecting Lego for the best part of a decade, well, actually, more than a decade, but not quite consistently, would notice. Isle of Man based, yes. So I see where the sets come from on the Lego website. Right, cool. Keep it how it is because Lego makes the money from retail stores putting them on sale. But what they would retail for, but people buy it because they think it's good. Well, it is a good deal. It's a better deal for the consumer, I suppose, Gamer29. But yeah, I get what you're coming from. You think they're just going to keep it how it is. Make Lego prices great again. Yeah, but this is the thing. We live in a world of slogans. We live in a world of slogans. No action. Come on. Lego will stay on the right side of history. At least I hope they do. I think so. I think so. Like my local toy shop has been getting some good deals on Lego sets. Yeah. I found it's actually better to get Lego deals than it was in the past. But maybe that's because Lego's more expensive to start with. They can market to us adults a little cheaper, but they know we'll spend the money for collectors and investors. Yeah, interestingly enough, I don't know how the Lego investing market is going to do in the years going forward because I think the Lego investing market may have peaked. And this comes from someone who does invest a little bit in Lego, and I made a whole video about how to invest in Lego, but part of me does think that maybe that Lego investing market has kind of peaked because the pandemic hit that demand, and then suddenly people have just been dropping off until like there's suddenly going to be a load of people who have more Lego sets than they need, and they're going to be like, and the price is going to go down. Who knows? I'm throwing out loads of wild predictions, but you can play these videos back if I'm right. If I'm wrong, then don't play them back because I'm going to look stupid. Bro, you are very cool. Thank you, Lego series. As are you. Only the best is good enough. Lego is not giving us the best prices, so it's not good enough. I mean, that's an opinion. It's an opinion. I mean, yeah, Lego prices are getting more expensive, but I mean, it's understandable that there are price rises. Just the extent of the price rises and how sustainable it is for them to continue raising prices is a factor. Can you name my name? Hey, Lego series. I think I did. Lego series. I think I've already mentioned your name, but hello, Lego series. LOL is some toy shows that are not even Lego shops are getting better deals than the actual Lego store. Well, that's quite common because generally Lego won't put their stuff on discount until it's retiring or it's Black Friday or something. Whereas general stores will see that something isn't selling and just go, let's just put a little discount there, and they're allowed to do that. But yeah, I think the 18 plus line will stay as expensive as it is. It's just the set that I think really highlighted this problem was the Ahsoka's Interceptor. Wild pricing for that, and that's why I paid only £30 for it. Which I remember thinking was an expensive price back in 2020 when they revealed Anakin's one for £30, and I was like, no, I can't spend that now this time. I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. So, inflation, right? When are you going to build the biggest building in Lego? The biggest well, I mean, I already own the biggest Lego set out there, which is the Millennium Falcon. And I built the biggest Lego set, yeah. I don't have it with me, I'm afraid, because it would not fit in my room, I'm afraid. But yeah, I have built it already. Really hoping we get a big Lego Death Star. Would love to do that. The Death Star has been my dream Lego set for such a long time. So if we do get a massive Lego Death Star towards the end of 2025, I will sell a kidney and buy it. Lego could cut huge expenses by using cheaper materials. The plastic cost is ridiculous. Yeah, I know that they're looking at ways. I suppose it's about, you know, it's like vegan food. I think that's the best analogy for this. Like vegan food, in order to be successful to people who are non-vegans but are considering going vegan, needs to look and taste the same as non-vegan food, right? So when you see vegan burgers, and I'm not vegan myself, but if someone was like, try this vegan burger, and if I tried it and it didn't taste like a burger, I would just eat the burger. But if I tried it and I was like, you know what, to be honest, like it looks like a burger and it tastes like a burger, it's like, I can't believe it's not butter. So Lego would have to come up with a way of cutting costs to a point where you really wouldn't be able to notice, which I imagine they're doing already behind the scenes. But yeah, they would want to keep their quality high, especially with this thing. You know, Mattel, the toy company, are announcing a brick line, and Lego will no doubt look at that and think we gotta step up. Then I might need to buy back Lego bulk and recycle them. Well, actually, there is a thing going on with that. I don't know whether it's started yet. But there's absolutely a thing now where Lego have announced it, where you can actually give back old bricks and then they recycle them and use them again. So, yeah. Back again, I had to watch post-match celebrations. Fair enough. Welcome back. The pandemic ruined Lego prices, saw a high demand for Lego, raised the prices, and then this demand fell off after COVID. Yeah, a bit like for Lego YouTube, really, in a lot of cases. If you look at even the most massive Lego YouTubers, their views went, whoop, mine did, to a smaller extent, like so easy to get like 1,000 views on a video. Speaking of videos, I published a new video yesterday, about my favorite musical in Lego. Now, this is a very niche video, right? Les Miserables in Lego. And most people who are already following my channel will probably look at that and be like, what's Les Miserables? Or they'll look at it and be like, that's kind of weird. But if you guys would like to, please go ahead and watch my video. I'm going to click, share, copy link. I'm going to pop the link. Clean segue, mate. Thank you. I'm quite proud of it. I'm going to pop the link there. Even if you've never seen Les Mis, watch the video. I show some really cool mocks, highlight some really cool creations. Just drop a like on it, support the channel, and that'd be great. I'm really enjoying this new series we've got of musicals in Lego. I've done Les Mis, Hamilton, Phantom of the Opera, and I've got some great ideas as well. If you know anyone who's created some really cool builds based off musicals or theatre in Lego in general, then please do reach out to me and say that I'd like this particular creator or this creation to be highlighted. And of course, I'm happy to share that. But I've got other ideas in the works, don't worry. I've got a little folder of like musical in Lego. So anyway, I should get back to the build, shouldn't I? We need another pandemic to fix Lego YouTube. Look, bro, I would happily let Lego YouTube die if it meant that we didn't have to have another pandemic. The pandemic, you know what's really weird? I was having this discussion with family a couple of weeks ago, and a few of them were like, I just remember the pandemic as like sitting at home, you know, resting, and it was great, and I got paid to essentially do nothing. And I was like, no, the pandemic for me was just, I do not want to go there again. The most anxiety-inducing period in my life was the pandemic. I mean, I literally did not leave the house for the first 30 days of the lockdown. Just refused, didn't even go for a walk. And I didn't even want people opening the windows. Obviously, I'm understanding that was illogical now, but back then I was like, this is perfectly logical. So, and it took me over a year to get back into school after they opened up schools, because I thought Boris Johnson was a clown and an idiot, which he was. the UK have got sorry, I'll come back to Lego in a second. The UK have got a COVID inquiry going on. They're spending millions of pounds on this inquiry announced by the previous government as to what went wrong with COVID. And, bro, I wrote a diary, right? I have a diary, okay? And my diary is me writing every single day, okay, about what I thought about the government and the pandemic and all the stuff. I got it right. I literally said in the diary, this is a stupid decision. We have an incompetent government. Why are they not closing the border? Why are they announcing that schools should be open? This is just going to mean that in a few months' time we're back in lockdown. Genuinely, if you look there, and I was, what, 13? So all it took was a 13-year-old boy who just left school to give you and now they're spending millions of pounds to come to the conclusion that most people have already come to, which is that Boris Johnson was an idiot who was never, ever competent for the role of Prime Minister. And, God willing, never again. But that's my rant about the pandemic and Boris. Sorry. Trauma. Well, no, I'm like, I can talk about it, but I feel really strongly about the pandemic because I experienced huge mental health problems in the pandemic, and it took so much self-determination to get out of it. And there are so many people in my position now who haven't had the sheer, for one reason or another, and it's not their fault necessarily, but haven't had the sheer determination, I suppose, that I showed in getting out of it. And that's not me trying to make myself seem really good. It's just a fact. And I remember my mum. Sorry, I will come back to Lego. I remember my mum saying to me, like, you need to get back to school. And I was like, I don't want to go back. I'm not going back to school. And she was like, it's literally, if you don't go back to school, if you can't do this, if you can't do this next thing, you can't do this next step, then your life is going to be on a completely different trajectory. And you will never be able to get back to real life. And there are some people who are like that right now. And it's really sad. The long-term mental health effects of the pandemic are still very much a societal thing, even though people don't want to talk about it. For me, I showed sheer determination with the support of my family to get back into school. And now I'm living real life and I'm living on my own and I'm at drama school. Mate, your mum allowed you to not go back to school. Oh, I mean, they tried getting me back to school. No chance. Anyway, I won't go into the pandemic anymore, but it just brought back a lot of memories. So that's why you don't let a knockoff Donald Trump lead the UK. Boris was Timu Trump, yeah. Anyway. Of course, the upside was we got formula sheets for our science GCSEs, so I passed. Yay! I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm very open about it, and I just encourage people to just persevere, because you do have to show that level of determination, and that's not me. As I said it before, but I'll say it. It's not me trying to suddenly look to everyone like I'm some sort of hero for doing that, but it was a big thing for me. And I think it was 2 weeks ago we were asked to sort of describe resilience at a drama school, and I shared that, and I was like, this isn't me trying to make myself as some sort of hero, but this is resilience in my life, and this is the biggest show of resilience I've ever showed, which was getting back to normal life after the pandemic. And of course, didn't do on my own. You know, I had to have mental health appointments, and I have a very loving family who really supported me, and my school supported me as well. Well, teachers, certain teachers specifically more than others, but really, you know, I had good support structures. But yeah, I do like to share it because it's kind of motivational. It was really depressing, but it's motivational now looking back and seeing how far I've come. Like, I'm living away from home now. I'm living on my own. I am at drama school, at a top drama school, in fact, pursuing a degree. And 5 years ago, I didn't want to leave the house. So that's a pretty big transformation, I would say. Yeah. I'm still benefiting of the pandemic. I was the final year to benefit of it because I was in year 7. So no more, after me, no more formula sheets. Oh, well, at least you get the formula. I mean, you're lucky that you get the formula sheets because you weren't even thinking probably about GCSEs at the time, but that's cool that you get them. Okay, let's move that there. Okay. Right, back to the build. We'll go back to, now that my motivational talk about COVID and resilience is over, we can come back to it. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, Lego YouTube and Lego prices and stuff. Yes, Lego prices. What do we think? Is it sustainable for them to carry on raising prices? Will they stop? Will they drop? It's a bit like trying to time the stock market at the moment. My word. I mean, that's why you don't try. That's why you don't try and time the stock market. But blimmin' tariff Trump. anyone who ever thought about investing is now crying. Stop! It's already dead. Trump, no. Tariff. Stop. Anyway, okay. There, I think that's right. Okay. Lego prices will stay the same, just rising with inflation, I think. I mean, yeah, that inflation will be a factor, definitely. But it's interesting, will it be US inflation or world inflation? Because US inflation is undoubtedly going to go up with what's going on at the moment. So, does that mean that the rest of us are going to have to suffer price hikes because Tariff Man is in charge? I don't know. I hope not, but part of me thinks that's probably likely. Investing, buy low, sell high. Buying is not a bad idea. Well, there you go. Hear it from the brick investor woman herself. Denmark inflation. Well, yeah, no. I imagine Lego does base it on their base, though. Like, even if Denmark had 0% inflation and America had, like, 5% inflation, they would raise prices. Not once have you said thank... Oh, don't get me started about that, man. You're an actor. Do I do Shakespeare? I do, yeah. We were working on some Shakespeare sonnets, actually. I did sonnet 18, which is, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? So, yeah, we do a bit of Shakespeare, and I think we do actually do a Shakespeare project. But at the moment, we've got an Acting Through Song project week, this coming week, which is going to be fun. And then after that, we've got 2 weeks of a play study. We are studying the play Hedda Gabler, which is a play set in 1890s Norway. So, very unique, very interesting. We need Trump to stop talking about Greenland because he said he would put tariffs on Denmark if they don't sell to him. So, the Lego prices. Oh, well, yeah. It'd be interesting to see if the Lego community finally all unites against Trump if he puts tariffs on Denmark, and they'd be like, right, that's a step too far. Not Lego. I'm studying Othello and Streetcar in English. That's cool. I have actually reached the point now where I am going to turn off the air conditioning because it is actually getting quite cold. But I needed it. It was boiling in here, so I'm going to turn the aircon off. Give me a second. There you go. Enjoy the view of the pieces. There we go. Now that the room is a little cooler, I can return. Are you doing A-level English, niche animations, or GCSE English? Streetcar. That's an A-level text, isn't it? Yeah, mate, Flo's new album, To Fire. Flo has an album? Is it Apple Music? Where do I download? Where do I download this masterpiece? I'm sure it is a masterpiece. What was that? What was that song that I sang along to? I sang along to a song that you made, Flo. What was it called? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. It was a good song. It was catchy, and I made up my own lyrics. What's it called? Watto. Chilling in the streets of Colorado. Watto. Something. Watto. Yeah, it was the Watto song. Yeah. Don't ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. Lego series. I'm not. I promise. I'm not. I never deliberately ignore anyone unless they're just trying to stir stuff up in the chat. So, no, I promise I'm not ignoring you. If I don't read your comment, it's because I haven't seen it or I haven't forgot. So, yeah. Chicago. Was it? Oh, sorry. Yeah. We are approaching the hour mark of the video. No, I swear it was Colorado. It was. Flowbricks, we need some clarity on this important topic. We're approaching the hour mark of the live stream here and making good progress on, I think you said C3PO then. No, I finished that one a couple of weeks ago. Chewie. And if we get the like count up, that'd be really good. Let me double check where we're at. We are at 25 likes. Not too bad. Let's see if we can get... There's Colorado too. Hey! I was right. Yeah. Sorry, I just started rapping. Yes. Please do like it up. If we could get to 30 likes, that would be really good. I know it's a modest goal for a channel with 16,000 subscribers, but if we can get 30 likes, I'll be a happy man. Mainly Chicago, but there is a Colorado... Well, there you go. That's what I was talking about. Flo, do you know what the May 4th promo is? If you do, can you tell us anything? I think Flo does know what the May the 4th promo is because he's told me, but that's depending on Flo's sources, which I know can differ in reliability, which isn't a diss. It's just it's a fact. Because Flo's told me stuff and I'm like, this is so exciting, and it's like, actually, this... Oh. Got around. Great to see you again, Judah. Take care. Bye, Bloxbricks. Okay. Let's continue with the build. Back to build cam. So, you can see Chewie's one leg there, and the second one is going to go here. Where are we? Okay. Wonderful. Any further contributions on the discussion on Lego prices, or are we going to move on to a different topic? I'll leave it just for a minute, just allow people to pop in their opinions on Lego prices, whether it's sustainable for them to continue rising, all that sort of stuff, and then we'll start discussing something else. Is that the fire alarm? Not in here. You know, that's never happened. Now, I live in a student accommodation. I'm not ignoring you, Lego series. You're not actually saying anything. You're just saying, please don't ignore me, so I don't really know what to do. So yeah, if you just continue to say, please don't ignore me, I'll just get annoyed, and then I will ignore you. But I'm not annoyed, and I'm not ignoring you. But yes, make contributions to the chat, as far as Shelf says. I live in a student accommodation place, and it's very common for the fire alarm to go off because people burn things. Students burn things. That's never actually happened during a live stream, but if the fire alarm ever goes off during a live stream, I'll either end it, or I'll be like, I'll just leave it, and you guys can just sit there and be like, nice. But I would just like, I wouldn't, if the fire alarm went off right now, this is really not good because the fire alarm's going to go off in a second, you wait, and it's like, right, fine. I wouldn't really stop. I'd be like, right, off I go. Some people don't take it very seriously at all. Some people are like, oh, it's just a fire alarm. I'm like, bro, I have seen a series called This Is Us. That has scarred me, so I take fire alarms incredibly seriously. I'm not going to spoil it, but This Is Us involves a fire alarm, and I will never not take a fire alarm seriously because of that series. Fire awareness. Anyway, a Revenge of the Sith... You think it's a Revenge of the Sith promo? Interesting. I don't necessarily think Lego's going to do as big of a celebration of Revenge of the Sith as people are hoping for, but I think we'll probably get something. That would be good, though. That would be good. You know what would be really cool? It's like a Senate pod with Palpatine and Yoda. It's not happening, but it would be cool. All right. Where are we? Disappointed. Sorry to burst your bubble. I mean, I think it is good, what we've got. It's just very random. Or at least what is rumoured. It is very, very random. I was like, what? I thought Flo was joking when I was like, what? You're joking, bro. What? No, it's very strange, but quite cool in a way because it's so strange. So, yeah. I just hope it's not another coin. Well, I imagine there will be a coin, but just as an accompaniment to something else. I don't mind the coins as long as they're a bonus. Like, in my mind, if you get the coin as well, it's fine. Anything that you get that's below the price point that you're already paying is like a, yay, I get it. If it was more, I'd be like, this is annoying. I'll tell you what I have not seen ever in person is that big book. The Lego Star Wars book. Let me look it up. See if you can still buy it. Legos. Yes, the coin bonus is fun. What's it called? Lego Star Wars Capsule Book. The Force of Creativity. Oh, look, it's in stock, guys. The £130 book has not sold out. Oh, dear. I mean, part of me really wants to buy it now. I mean, I don't actually know where you would actually see what it's selling for on eBay. It's called The Force of Creativity. I'll have a look. eBay. The Force of Creativity is selling for like 100. Yeah, literally the same. 100 and nearly £200 for that book, which is just incredible for a book. Maybe it's, oh, I don't know. I can't spend £130 on a book. Just find a PDF online and read it. It's trying this just like, is it really retiring? I mean, to be fair, no, you joke about it being an investment for itself, but I genuinely think so few people have bought it that it will retain value. That's just my thoughts. Do I like Ninjago? Do I like Ninjago? I'm not ignoring you. I'm still trying to read. Do I like Ninjago? I grew up, yes, I do. I grew up watching Lego Ninjago. Loved Lego Ninjago. And my brother and I watched all of it. So, very, very cool series. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying. I'm trying my best here. Okay. Not worth the money. It will not, sorry, I've already read that. Borrow the box or something, mate. Yeah. So few people have bought it because they aren't stupid enough to spend £100 on a book. I mean, I remember it being revealed and I just thought to myself, what? Like, this is a joke. But, you know, part of me thinks I might regret it if I don't buy it. And that's FOMO. That is 100% FOMO. Oh, I need to spend £130 on a book. But on eBay, it's currently selling for like £180. I mean, not selling for, it's being listed for. But maybe. We'll see. Unless I win the lottery in the next year, I doubt I will be buying that Force of Creativity book. Unless I see it for like a really good deal before it retires, and then it goes down. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to the anime One Piece and Dragon Ball Z or Z Lego sets coming out soon. Ooh, cool. I didn't know there was an anime One Piece Lego sets. I assume they're separate things, but I didn't know that those were happening. On Facebook Marketplace, as Forest Elf, what's on Facebook Marketplace? You're saying it's cheaper there. I mean, Lego generally is cheaper on Facebook Marketplace. It's just harder because you message people and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, actually sold. It's like, well, why have you still got it listed? Can you post it? No. Okay. Sorry. Problem is, with Facebook Marketplace, sellers are so... I found my experience with Facebook Marketplace was sellers are really rude. That's just my experience of Facebook Marketplace. Like, is it rude to say, could you post something? I mean, if they put no posting in the description, then fine, I wouldn't mess. But like, I'd be like, oh, hey, could you post this? They'd be like, no. Well, they wouldn't even reply. They would be like, oh, I'm sorry, mate, I just can't. No. All right. Oh, sorry. Hello all. Sorry for my inactivity. I've been listening whilst bricklaying. You've been what? Lego bricks or actual bricklaying? If it's Lego bricks, what have you been building? If it's actual bricklaying, I'm weirdly impressed, but also quite intrigued. So, you ever get some minifigures for May the 4th? I believe we will. I believe we will. Sort of. I'd call them minifigs. But I don't know. I don't know for certain. I know nothing. Read and... Oh, you talk about that. No actual bricks and cement. We're built... Oh, you're actually built... Well, that's cool. Building an extension yourself. That's nice. That sounds fun. That's quite cool, though, because then when the extension's finished, you'll be like... You'll be walking on that, and you'll be like, I actually built this. Yeah. Yeah. I helped my granddad build his gym once. He transformed his garage into a gym, and we put up the wall, and whenever I go in that room, I do think to myself, oh, I built that wall. Yeah, I remember doing that. But the room was already there, so it wasn't actual. We never had to do actual bricklaying. We just built the wall. Build a wall. We will build a wall, and Mexico will pay. Mexico will pay the tariff. Sir, that's not how tariffs work. Shut up. You're fired. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Anyway, I'm going to switch back to the build cam so you guys can see what I'm doing. Still on bag 5, but yeah, I mean, they are fairly small bags, but actually they're quite difficult because there's just so many little brown pieces. It's difficult to work out where they're meant to go. But, where is it? Oh, no, that's right. That's right. 1, 2, there. Sorry, bear with. Bear with. Okie dokie. Let's put that there. Google Maps now says the Gulf of America. Yeah, but mine says the Gulf of America brackets Gulf of Mexico. I just find that really. It's like what Trump wants to call it, and then just in case it is actually the Gulf of. It's such a silly. America, I swear, doesn't even own most of that piece of land. It's like I swear most of it is actually owned by Mexico. I think the Mexican president or whatever is just like, oh, we'll just ride this out. It's just wait until he's gone if he goes. God willing. Droidicas. What are we talking about, Droidicas? Not those Droidicas. I think the Droidica set is actually retiring this year, and I believe it was actually pushed forward. It wasn't meant to retire so soon, so maybe that's a sign that one wasn't selling particularly well. I thought it was a cool set. I bought it, but having bought it and then built it, I perhaps wish I'd spent that money on something else. But yeah. Where are those Droidicas? What do you think? They're Droidicas in the May the 4th promo. That I wouldn't count those as minifigs though, unless they were a new mold for them. I wouldn't call them minifigs. So yeah, because we have got. Is there a Droidica build currently? But yeah, of course there is in the Droidica. That makes sense. Hey, I'm new to the stream. This is VR Layer. Well, welcome on in, VR Layer. Lovely to see you here. Why do people only think prequels? There's other eras of Star Wars. I know, right? I know. But the prequels, let's just say they got their fair share of hate when they came out, so I suppose it's fair that they get their fair share of love now. It's just a bit late. But I'm really excited for Andor Season 2. You missed the discussion, unless you were watching at the start. Flo, you missed the long discussion about the trailer and all our thoughts and what we were looking forward to about Andor Season 2. You said if you could class them as figs. Yeah, but I wasn't talking about Droidicas. I think I wouldn't class Droidicas as figs. But I'm not gonna tell you what I think I can't speak. I'm not gonna tell you what I believe it to be, because then I'd be actually spreading a rumor, and I don't want to do that. So I'll keep my mouth shut, I'm afraid. 1 month, 14 days. Yes, sir. And then we're ready, getting into Andor. Okay. Green Goose has literally got the count. I love that. He's literally just probably got on his phone, like, days till Andor. Maybe that's his lock screen. How many days till Andor? It's weird thinking that Andor's... How old would we have been when Andor Season 1 came out? And now here we are to return to that story. Time is weird. I can't wait for Andor Season 2. Me too. And this is, as I said at the very beginning, from someone who was never really a fan of Andor in the first place, but who came around to it and is now absolutely thrilled that they're releasing them 3 episodes at a time. Yes! So good. Force Awakens promo. That'd be good. That would be good. Especially since it is the 10th anniversary this year of The Force Awakens. I wonder if they'll do a theatrical re-release. Whether anyone would go and see it. I reckon people would. Just to experience it in the cinema again. I reckon there will be a bit of a sequel revival in my lifetime. A bit of a, yeah, well, the sequels weren't that bad sort of feeling going around. Especially if the Mandalorian story is able to successfully set up the sequel trilogy. Because I saw Kathleen Kennedy teasing sort of more projects set in that New Republic era. I mean, they're really loving that era of Star Wars, but to be honest, I really like it as well. And I was asked on my Q&A, AFOL versus Uni, which is my favourite era of Star Wars. What was it? If I could only watch things from one era of Star Wars, I can't remember, but I went with that. I went with the Mando-verse, the Filoni-verse, the New Republic era, whatever you want to call it, that period in Star Wars, which I really like. I like the sequels since I have very good memories of them. I just remember seeing The Force Awakens, and you know, at the very end, at the very end of Force Awakens, you've got Rey holding the lightsaber, passes it to Luke. The Last Jedi was when he threw it over. It's stupid, but I remember. You hate Dave Filoni? Oh, bro, we've got some arguing to do, but not here. Force Awakens, end of the film. Rey holds the lightsaber out. Luke Skywalker turns around. Da, 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 and it was when the you know, the ending music of that film, and then she's walking up the big hill, and then is when she's holding the lightsaber out, and then the camera starts spinning, and that was when I knew it was going to end. And I just remember thinking, don't end, don't. I was sat in the cinema, and I was 9, and I have such a vivid memory of watching that camera start to turn and thinking, don't end, don't end. And it ended. And then 2 years later, we'd moved house, and I went to see the next one, and I was like, well, that was okay, but, you know, really disappointed about the lightsaber. Spent 2 years deciding what was going to... Yeah. Not a fan of Rian Johnson. As I said, he could have perhaps made a really good Star Wars trilogy had he not been given control of the original characters and gone, yeah, let's just... What if Luke Skywalker was just, you know, an old hermit who doesn't care anymore? What? Sorry. Love the stream. Thank you so much, Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars! The official Lego Star Wars account here is guys. Here is guys. I can't speak. Is here guys. When do you think we'll get a Star Wars movie next? Well, we know it's next year, which is amazing. Mandalorian and Grogu. As I said, I don't know who named that. Who named it The Mandalorian and Grogu? Probably Dave Filoni, which is Flowbrick saying he's a sports storyteller or whatever. I totally disagree. You just look at Mandalorian Season 2 and Ahsoka. Gorgeous, gorgeous stories. Amazing. And not even for fan service. Like, he has the perfect balance of a little bit of fan service here and there, but just telling a great story. Massive fan of him. I feel like he is the heir to George Lucas, so I would be very thrilled if he became the Lucasfilm president after Kathleen Kennedy goes. But then again, he might get too caught up in other stuff, so maybe it should be Jon Favreau. Who knows? I reckon Jon Favreau would be pretty good, and then he can allow Dave Filoni to take control of lots of projects. So, yeah, Dave Filoni has revived Star Wars in such a massive way. I was saying something, though. What was I saying? I can't remember. I could rewind and find out. That's the joy of a live stream. I could always just be like, let's have an instant replay there. And just remind myself what I was talking about. It's probably not a good sign, though, that I've been live streaming for so long that I'm actually forgetting what I'm doing here. Like, is that normal? I don't think that's normal. Right, let's just pop that there. Or I'll switch back to... Just realised I wasn't even on the build cam. The Heir to the Empire film is going to be... Oh, bro, the Heir to the Empire film is going to be insane. So excited. Going to be really good. But yeah, the Mandalorian and Grogu... Oh, I was talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu... the Mandalorian and Grogu film. And I was saying... I don't know who named it that. It's a bit of a silly name for a movie, isn't it? Like, The Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, it could have been called The Mandalorian something, but it was just called The Mandalorian and Grogu. Just to reassure people who weren't quite sure, who didn't watch the last season of The Mandalorian. Grogu will be in this one, guys. I do disagree with the decision, though, that they brought Grogu back in the Book of Boba Fett, because there were so many people online. It was so funny. You know, people who only watched The Mandalorian that didn't bother with Boba Fett? And when season 3 of The Mandalorian started, Grogu's back. They're like, sorry, I thought the last season ended with Grogu being given away, and it was a really and now, hey, Grogu's back. Maybe that's what they're doing with the title. They're just like, just in case, cute baby Yoda is in this film, guys. We're gonna get loads of toys sold. Would not be surprised if they give him a new look, a new outfit, give Mando some new armor, just so that suckers like me will go, oh, we need a Lego minifigure of it, and then when Lego makes like a basic set with that minifigure, I'll be like, yes. So there's plenty of clippable things here that you could then play to me in a few years' time and just be like, Judah, you said this, and I'm like, actually, you know what, I did, and I was right. Is it? Wait, no. Oh no, I've done that. Have I done that? Sorry. Bear with. No, that's right. It's like that. Yes. Yes. I've done it right. I've done it right. People forget that Kathleen Kennedy produced some of the best films of all time. She was a producer. I mean, yeah, she's a talented woman. I just feel like she's out of touch with the Star Wars fan base. I wouldn't mind Jon Favreau being the Star Wars person, because Kathleen Kennedy's shown some good judgments, but also some pretty poor judgments in terms of who she puts in charge of projects. And it's not necessarily her fault, right? Giving it to Rian Johnson. I mean, she technically did give it to Rian Johnson, but yeah, defending the sequels all through and through and not questioning it, like not being like, this is a bad idea, or putting someone like Leslie Headland in charge of a Star Wars series. So, not that The Acolyte was inherently bad. I've had this conversation multiple times, but it's just Leslie Headland sabotaged the whole thing by going online and just making some stupid statements about the Star Wars fan base that just, from the get-go, people were determined to hate The Acolyte, no matter how good the action scenes were or how cool it was to see Sith and Darth Plagueis. It's, yeah. If you haven't seen it by now, and I've spoiled it, so. He's on about Acolyte again. Oh, sorry, guys. Everyone tunes out. Sorry. Grandpa's talking about The Acolyte again. Storytellers should be to blame, not the producers. Yes, however, the producers are in charge of hiring the storytellers and then giving the go-ahead. Or vetoing things, whatever. So, yes, I agree with you in part, but... So, for example, as Lucasfilm's president, she said, let's get on and let's do the sequel trilogy. But then she was like, we're going to have one person direct this film, then actually we need you back to do the last film. Total lack of judgment, her fault. I only remember The Acolyte exists when you bring it up. Well, I'm glad that I'm just reminding you that The Acolyte exists on a weekly basis. I'm glad it just gives you that pickup that you need. You know, next Monday you'll be like, I know The Acolyte exists. Life is good. I'm doing that to wind up the Acolyte haters. But, yeah. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy was the producer, not the producer. She might have been the producer. But she was the president of Lucasfilm during Andor, Mando, Rogue One, Solo, which I thought was good. So she's had Ahsoka. I mean, she's had some good moments as the president, but a lot of it has been down to storytellers and not her. So she's. I think she will be known for giving loads of people a chance to make their own Star Wars. What's the worst Star Wars show in your opinion? I'm trying to think now. What was the worst Star Wars show? Might have blocked it out of my mind. What are the worst? You know, I'm going to go onto Disney Plus on my phone just to remind myself of what is there and what isn't there. We're an hour and 20 minutes into the live stream, so please continue to hit the like button. I don't know if we're at 30 likes yet, but it would be brilliant if we were. If anyone wants to donate with a link in the description, it would really mean a lot. My channel is fan funded, and if you guys want to support me with a donation, that would really help with producing content for the future. So please do consider donating with the link in the description. You'll get a shout out and it will pop up on the screen. And let me decide which is the worst Star Wars show. Skeleton Crew was great, by the way. Skeleton Crew was so good. Such a shame that so many people just didn't bother. But that's the fault of The Acolyte, actually. Skeleton Crew is good. Mando, Acolyte, Ahsoka, Boba Fett. Oh, the worst Star Wars show is Tales of the Empire. Fully. And that was a Dave Filoni project, actually. The worst Star Wars show by quite a long way. Tales of the Empire, I remember finishing it and being like, what was that? Yeah, was not a fan of Tales of the Empire. However, then how can you take the exact same team and do Tales of the Jedi, which was quite possibly one of the best Star Wars animated shows we've ever seen, if not the best. I loved Tales of the Jedi. So I don't know what happened there. Very strange. The Galaxy of Sounds. Basically, a compilation of sound effects. The worst one, yeah, Tales of the Empire. And then the worst live action one. Series and specials. I'd say the worst live action one, probably The Acolyte. Probably. I don't really see. Yeah, probably The Acolyte was the worst. Doesn't necessarily mean it's objectively bad. Ahsoka. The only character Filoni knows how to handle is Ahsoka. So he throws her into everything. Yeah, but the best parts of the Tales of the Jedi were the ones where Ahsoka wasn't in it. The really cool stuff with like, name Yaddle. Yaddle, no. Yeah, I'd say The Acolyte is the worst live action Star Wars show, and that's because it was just the plot was poorly put together. So although the action scenes were great, really good. Oh, cold cup of tea. Yeah, yuck. That was not nice. Jedi Dooku as well. Yeah. Hey, Tuscan Trader, welcome. Says long time no see, TBB. That rhymed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Let's finish up with bag 5. Okay. I think this is the completion of the leg? Yeah, I think so. No, there's going to be another bag of this. And then the leg will be complete. But, yeah, I'm enjoying the build so far. It is a bit tedious putting together all the brown pieces and working out which ones go where, but aside from that, it's good. It's good. Ahsoka should have died in Order 66. What? Flowbricks is just trying to put a rage bait in the chat at this point. Too many Jedi are alive after Order 66. Yeah, but if you imagine the number of Jedi that there were in the whole galaxy, even if you had 1% of them that survived Order 66, let's remember these are all incredibly powerful Jedi, 1% of them would still be a pretty significant number of Jedi that survived, that went into hiding. And then quite a few were hunted down and killed by the Inquisitors. But even if you had 1% of the entire Jedi population, that's still a pretty good amount of Jedi that they could work with in projects. But I agree, it's nice, it's always refreshing to see projects that aren't Jedi-led, like Andor or The Mandalorian, I think is the best example of that. But Ahsoka, I think, was a brilliant TV series. My personal favourite Star Wars project. Well, favourite Star Wars series. I don't know whether it's just quite as good as Revenge of the Sith, but Ahsoka is just flawless as a series, in my opinion. Really good. I want to see more Inquisitors. I was really hoping for that with Tales of the Empire, and I think that Filoni blew it, and that was a shame. I am gonna, well, not end the live stream, but like, I want to move the discussion along we're going to move into the land of theatre. Now, I saw a musical called Clueless the Musical in London, which is in its opening week, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's apparently based off a 90s film that I haven't actually seen. Has anyone here seen the film Clueless? It's a love story. It's kind of cheesy, like an American high school thing, but really, really enjoy the musical. So let me know, what have you seen at the theatre recently? This is a discussion that I will keep coming back to until I persuade my audience that theatre is actually an incredibly important part of our culture, and if you don't see it, you're missing out. So share with me in the chat, what is the most recent thing you've seen in the theatre? Or maybe if you haven't seen anything at the theatre, what would you like to see? Or if you're interested in drama yourself, what would you like to be in, or are you currently working on? You know, plenty of ways that you could spin this broad discussion, but just sort of chat to me about theatre for a little bit. Never been to the theatre? What? Oh, I love Clueless. As if. Well, that is one. I do not know the musical, but that was part of one of the songs. It was what was it? I thought that I was in control, as if da 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 da, as if. And I was like, why are they repeating as if? So that makes sense if it's like a line from the film that people would go, oh, I remember that. Yeah, it's a musical. Really, really fun. Really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. None near me, and I can't go, and I would only go for something good. What would you see? Star Wars. Okay, when I say theatre, I mean like live theatre, as in acting. I'm aware that theatre has slightly a different meaning in American English. When I say theatre, people think of cinema in the UK. What is your name for the theatre, as in the place of live performance? I haven't seen nearly enough theatre, but one day I'll be a mad theatre, opera, ballet junkie. Even an ardent cinema goer, the arts need to be kept alive. Oh yeah, I agree. Well, I like to go to the theatre fairly regularly. Probably not this week. But I did book something earlier. I booked to see Chicago the musical in June. I book ahead, so I'm already booking things, and I probably shouldn't be booking things. So I shouldn't be booking things so far in advance. But like, I've booked May. I'm seeing Fiddler on the Roof, The Great Gatsby, and now in June I'm seeing Chicago. We call it the theatre, or musical play. Right, okay. Live performance Star Wars. I think Star Wars the musical would be great, and I think I should be the star, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But hey, if the next Lucasfilm president is watching, Star Wars the musical, what could go wrong, hey? What could go wrong? We had the Chicago show on Isle of Man. It was good. Ooh, nice. I sung a song from Chicago for my assessment at drama school this week. I sung song Mr. Cellophane, which is the wife. It's funny. Have you seen the video of J.D. Vance calling himself a proud wife? It's quite funny. Anyway, no. My character in my assessment is the husband of the lead in Chicago. Deuterus Chewie would be great. He just becomes a furry. I don't really want to imagine that, but thank you so much for putting that picture in my head, Gamer29. Intelligent contribution to the chat, as always. Flowbrick says everything could go wrong. I know, and that's why I reckon it would get clowned on so hard. I mean, the amount of content that Star Wars Theory would get trashing Star Wars the musical. Far, far away, a galaxy far, far away, there was an empire. Sorry, I should just create one, right now, like a pop rock Star Wars. Yeah, a Star Wars play would be very interesting, though. I could see a Star Wars play as a possibility. If done correctly, it could be really, really good. A Star Wars play, a bit like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. A Star Wars play would be a really great success, I can imagine. Surely you guys can back me up on that. A Star Wars play would be great. But yeah. It's good to know that As If is actually something from the film and not just a random thing. Essentially, the Wicked movie was a panto. I mean, yeah, Wicked. I'll allow the Wicked movie to come into things. I mean, it's not technically shouldn't count, but the Wicked movie, yeah, I suppose is a musical. I enjoyed it, really good. So talented. Cynthia Erivo just blew me away, and I didn't go as a massive fanboy of her either. I knew literally nothing about her, which is, yeah, people probably tell me off. People are like, what, you knew nothing about Cynthia? No, I didn't. Right, I'm trying to find, but she was outstanding in that film. And Ariana Grande pleasantly surprised me as well. I've just known her as a singer, but she did act, which was cool. Where does this go? Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to work out where this spare part goes. I don't know. Let me. Oh, that's suddenly gone very white. I love a Star Wars musical about the romance between Anakin. Yeah. They should add lyrics to what's the song? Across the Stars. I found you on Tatooine and took you away on my ship. It's so silly. I could, yeah. There we go. Hire me now. I'll write one. I'll do it. No, but I think a Star Wars play would actually be very good. I can see a Star Wars play happening and being a great success, because Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is beloved by the Harry Potter fandom, and I've seen it and it's really good. So Star Wars play would be epic. That would be my moment to shine. I would be like, right, this is, if I don't get this job, then my life is over. Like, please. Right, I put that in the wrong place now, so I said the Wonka movie was, oh yeah, well, panto, it's not it wouldn't be a panto, it would be a musical. The difference, a pantomime and a musical are very different things. Pantomimes are musical in terms of they have singing in them, but there's a clear difference between a panto, which is often engaging with the audience and entertainment and usually seasonal at Christmas time, and the musical, which is about telling a story through song, or mostly through song, largely through song. Some musicals are entirely through song, like Les Mis. What did you say? The Harry Potter fandom hates the Cursed Child. What? Really? Really? People go to see that show. So many people go to see that show. Like, that show has been out. I saw it back in 2017. This show has nearly been there for a decade. So, I dare say that maybe the hardcore fandom don't like it, but commercially it's been a roaring success. Right, where is this? Where does this piece go? You can see me holding a piece trying to work out where it goes. It's driving me insane. There. Whoa. Bear with me. Try not to lose my mind here. Okay, is it there? There, perhaps? Hang on. Hang on a second. What about this? No. Sorry guys, you're just going to have to bear with me while I work out where this piece goes. But make sure you've liked the stream if you haven't already. Consider donating with the link in the description if you would like to support the channel and more content going into the future. That would be really brilliant. Okay. It's not here. Is it here? Unless it's... Where would it be? It can't have gone far. Would it be... No. You're just going to have to bear with me, guys. Sorry. Continue the discussion in the chat. Continue the debate about whether Star Wars the Musical is a good... Well, I'm not sure Star Wars the Musical is a good idea. I'll give you that. I don't think Star Wars the Musical would be particularly successful. However, Star Wars the play, or a play that's set in the Star Wars universe, I think would be really, really good. I mean, it could... Okay, it could be really, really good. It could also be really, really bad. It could be terrible. But that would finally give LEGO an excuse to do a theatre-based LEGO set. Right, where does this piece go? I'm not even joking anymore. I'm losing my temper. Lol, good luck Disney letting Star Wars be a theatre. Yeah, well, I think it could be. I think it could be good. Right, I don't know where this goes. Was it in this bag? Must have been. Right, I've got to go through. Sorry, everybody. I've got to go through the bag. Just got to make sure that I've put all these pieces there. So. But yeah, Brittany, have they got, if she's still here, have they got the Clueless the Musical in the US? Or is that a UK thing, as it started in the UK? Or was it in the US first, as many, at least, musicals are? Because it says a brand new... I think it's a brand new musical, though. I think it is totally new for the UK. Because they haven't even got a cast album. They've only got, like, a mixed tape of the songs, rather than a full album. Which is surprising, because it's an American film, isn't it? Right, that's there. I'm so confused. I can't... Do you reckon I've been given an extra one of these? Anyone seen... Oh, do you reckon I've been given an extra? It's possible, I suppose. It is possible, but strange. Where would it be? Like, I actually have no clue. I'm rather confused. Look, now I'm onto the final side. I'm just checking it over. Ah! Wait, no. What? No, what's this? Aha! Yes! I found it! Yes! Hooray! That took way too long. That was painful. Okay, right. And then eventually this will go there. Okie dokie. We've done an hour and a half here. I think I'm going to wrap things up here just because... As I'm on a drama school acting and musical theatre course, and we've got singing week, I don't particularly want to be like, I can't really sing this week because I was talking for 2 hours on Saturday night. So, probably going to have some soup, not lentil soup this time, for those of you who were at my live stream last week. I'm never going there again. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Really fun live stream. Thank you so much, Gamer29, the Manx, Bricks, Green Goose, Bricks, Flow Bricks, Green Goose, who I just read out again. But thank you so much, everybody. It's been really fun, really good discussions. Make sure you drop a like on your way out and hit the bell because new videos are on the way. Thank you so much, guys.